Well guys, I'm back with the Africa Twin Day 2. I thought that this was going to be the first ride, and I was wrong. Here is what happened. I changed the oil. The bike actually started up. I let it warm up. Key worked, everything on it worked, and then I changed the oil. It went fine. I got the oil. That was like $50. Changed the oil, started it back up, let it warm up. Turned it off to check the level, and then it would not start again. Fuses are okay. What I'm thinking could be is the same problem as before. It's this pin here, and it really should work. Everything on it is connected well. The fuse is okay. There's just some signal. I don't think it's getting power from the starter. Let me show you. So this is a little bit on the very badly done, and I think it just might be these connectors, but I have them on pretty tight. Of course, that one is not, but I just wanted to show you because I've been working on it. I removed every single one of them just to see if that was the issue. I don't have a multimeter, so I don't know if I'm getting power, so I might have to buy one. But kind of a mess here. Let me show you. If you put in the key, yeah, I thought I was going to be taking a spin today. I was going to meet with a Portuguese. YouTube, check them out. I thought I was going to meet with them, and turns out no. I also removed the starter switch because I thought maybe it's the switch, because it was working. It was working today. You push it, nothing. Kill switch, off, on, nothing. Very depressing. Nothing I do will turn on the bike via the switch. What I might have to do is, I don't want to strip anymore because there's just so very little wire to work with over there. But I need to kind of figure this out. How else am I going to ride it? The thing will start up if you just bypass it. Bypass the solenoid. So what does that tell you? I don't know. Post up in the comments below if you have any idea what is happening here. So the only way to get around is the old bicycle. Man, I'm really pissed off. So disappointed, so frustrated. I had the bike running. It was perfect. But now, when I think about it, I realize that if you watch the videos from last year, or from 3 years ago when I was here, the bike was acting up towards the end. And I thought it was a fuel issue. But now I realize it's some sort of wiring issue. I think the starter switch is bad. Not so much the switch, the actual wiring. The wiring is bad. So it must have been hanging by like 1 or 2 copper wires. Bikes here in Portugal, in the Praia da Barra. Some familiar ones, some not so familiar. I have no idea what this is. MacBoar XR 1125. Smart Yourself. Since 1999. Never heard of this. This is definitely just the Super Tenere. Of course, I have one of these. This might be a 2014 too. Let's see. Yeah, electronic suspension. Yeah, it is a second generation Super Tenere. He's got crash bars. This actually gets better gas mileage than the Africa Twin that I have. The X's. These are just everywhere. These aren't 150s. I don't think I've seen any 150 here. These are all 125s. MT09. Pretty cool. Another PCX. And look at this thing. Honda Dominator. I think it's an XR650L engine. Basically just a street bike. pretty old. It's got the old license plates, same as I got. Might be like a 90s or early 90s. Air cooled. And yeah, it's got the dipstick right in that middle in the tank. Of course, I have one of these, the DL650 V-Strom. This is a pretty good one. This is a good, reliable, good bike for European roads. Here is the RT for the Cisco Ribeiro. Probably his Instagram. Check him out. This just kind of pulled in. This is the NC750X. And I think it's a pretty modern one. These are really good. It's highway capable and it gets 70 miles to the gallon. Not exactly sure what this one is. Oh, it's a Harley Davidson. But this one, this is the Africa Twin. This is not mine, of course. But this, I have no idea what year it is. Maybe I can look at it in the... It's a little different than mine. On mine, it does not have this little door. This is an aftermarket seat, but this is different. The shock adjustment on mine is on the right side and it's not this orientation. And the fuel pump is located over there. Mine is like placed differently. So this one is a different year. Can't tell what year it is. Adventure Sports. There we go. It's the RD04. Okay, so this is the 90 RD04. Mine is an RD07. So this is 89, I think. Hornet. And then we have a Lambretta here. This looks like to be a new Lambretta. Still fuel. I thought this might be an electric one. MT07 125. That's a pretty good one. That's actually a good size for Europe. Yamaha. This might be a R1. And I don't know what this is. This actually is this is an electric one. That is interesting. Yeah, that's the bikes here at the Playa de Barra. Look how brilliant this is, putting the bicycles. This is much simpler than the bike racks we have in the US. It's just a concrete, molded concrete with a little lock so you can lock your bike. Here's another NC700 and two others have passed. That's what I told you guys. The NC700 is probably one of the most popular fuel-efficient bikes here in Europe. There's the Portuguesa, right over there. Let me see if I can catch up.
What did he say?
He says he was first to the parking space.
Tinha parado ali o carro. Não, parei aqui o carro quando só me estava primeiro a fazer sinal. Isso é burro do caralho.
Some Portuguese are rude. Hey, you look good, man.
Yeah, you too, man. How you doing?
That's pretty cool. In Costa Nova. Took a while to get home because it was good catching up with Tony, the Portuguesa. He's got some big things happening. But yeah, my phone died. I can't even count this on Strava. But I'm almost home. Only 5 miles back. Thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next adventure.